Hello and welcome to Tope Sprinkle. My name is Tope if you're seeing me for the first time, and here on Tope Sprinkle I share videos about things like gardening, hair and other parts of my lifestyle that I'm comfortable sharing. So travel, places that I go, I'm hanging out with my friends, that kind of stuff. If you're interested, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, today's video is going to be an update video about my gardening journey. This is my second year gardening and we're in July. Let's see what the garden is looking like. I'll be taking you around to see what things are looking like. It's been raining for the last few days here in the UK, and so I haven't had much to do in the garden this week. I haven't had to water because Mother Nature has been like helping out, but I've just been watching my plants day to day, trying to make sure that they don't have any diseases or there are no pests that are like eating them. I have one big pest problem, slugs. Those guys are my nightmare. And then I also have a bunch of other things like cabbage worms trying to lay eggs on my kale, and then I've got leaf miners on my spinach. But anyways, we'll see all that, and then I'll just take you through to the garden and let's see what's actually happening. It's been super windy and like everything has just been moving, like you can hear all the plants moving, but I don't know why it's quiet now when I said it's been super windy. Anyways, I think I bought the wrong kind of hydrangeas. I should have gotten the ones that would be shrub like, that would have just like been compact and would have produced flowers. There goes the wind. So that's what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna leave this guy in the pot anyways. It's just growing all over the place, but whatever, I will stay there. And this is what the garden looks like. Grass. I need to work on the grass. Like some of them are going to seed, so going to seed. I don't know if that's a good or bad sign. And I have patches, but I can't be bothered for now. I have like a lot on my plate. We also need to mow our lawn, but this is what this bed is looking like. And then I'll just give you the more detailed update. Spot that ladybird doing its thing. I'm not sure what it's feeding on there, but that's like my best carrot. I've tried to just check because I've been excited. You can see it growing, and then I just cover it back up. These ones are still small. There were like 2 or 3 really close by here, and I had to remove those 2 because they were all like choking themselves. It was too crowded. And I think this is my next best one. You can see the carrot. Okay, close it up. And then the onions are doing good. They're getting bigger. So these are the ones that I grew from set. And see that one getting big. I don't know why they keep tilting, but I tried to just like just now, I just tried to push some of them back to stand up straight. And then you can see that one forming the actual onion bulb there. And then this one, the bulb is forming as well. And here, these ones I grew from seed. So this is definitely like growing bulbs because these are from seeds. Like there wasn't any set or anything like that. I've just seen now the slugs have eaten this radish. This was supposed to be green. I really don't know what to do about them. They're annoying me. Like they've eaten so many things in my bed. I just see so much slug damage. To be fair, I haven't put out bear traps in a while. I should probably buy some more beer. I don't usually drink beer, so I need to get some more beer for the slugs. Get them drunk and kill them. And then here I have my potatoes. They're doing okay. So last year, compared to the number of weeks that I've had them growing for, they were much taller, like so tall that the wind used to topple them over. I started healing them up. You want to heal potatoes as you grow them. I'm trying to keep footage to make a video on how to grow potatoes from homegrown potatoes, so you see that whole process from start to finish when I'm done working on that. But this is just an interim update, and you want to heal them, keep adding more compost. And so if you see here, like I've tried to make the little bit higher, and I'm going to keep adding until there's literally no space for me to add again. That way you get better yield, and that way your plants don't fall in the wind when the wind blows. Yeah, what I've noticed is, because I think I started these in May or April, not sure, I'll check. Because I started them early, I feel like their growth has been a bit slower. I'm not sure if it would affect the yield, so like the potatoes I actually harvest. But last year I started growing them in June, and by July or so they were like super tall. Today is July 13th. They're not looking so good. But anyways, the peppers here are struggling. Like slugs have really dealt with them. Like this one is just horrible. That just looks bad, but to be fair, the ones at the back here don't get as much sun. This one here has started putting out new leaves and is even putting out new flowers, so I guess I'll get fruit from these ones, so that's good. This one is starting to put out new leaves. This Scotch bunny pepper slugs have really dealt with it. It was there, I moved it here because the pepper plant here was essentially gone. Slugs killed it. And then this is another Rodo Scotch bunny pepper plant, and I think this one is doing better. Still has like so many holes, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. My basil, I'm not sure what's going on with them. I'm not sure what's eating them, but they look like that. That one too looks sorry. But to be fair, I just have these ones growing in here as a deterrent for tomato hornworms, so they don't come out of my tomatoes. I'm not really fussed about eating them. I'd have loved to harvest them. I have another one growing in a pot there that is doing much better, so I'm gonna leave these ones here to just deter pests. Lettuce is looking good. I had one here, but I took that out because it was always growing too big and I felt like it would have covered up the onions and carrots, so I moved that out, harvested the whole thing. These ones I chopped off 2 days ago, I believe, and you can see that one has started sprouting. Like I chopped it off to look like that, and then even this one you can see growing new shoots. And then these two I chopped off too, maybe last week, and now you see it's back growing. There are 3 of them, so there's, well, there was supposed to be one there. Looks like, okay, it's come back, but not so much. That's 1, 2, and then 3, and then I have 2 more there that I'll harvest next week. Kale, they are doing good, but I've noticed a few eggs from cabbage worms. Like yesterday, I check every day, and yesterday morning there were loads of them. So I picked those off, and I actually found, oh, there are also these guys. I don't know what they are, but they are small bugs, and I feel like they're eating the plants as well. I've tried to remove those when I see them, when I can as well. And I've also noticed a few cabbage moths, like the green small caterpillars, maybe like 4 or 5 of them, but they've been really small, so I've just killed them. I'll try and see. Yeah, so those are some eggs there. Let's see, let's try and zoom. So that's an example of what the eggs look like right there. And what I do is I just squeeze it and then squeeze. Kind of disgusting. Like every time I do that, I have to like wash my hands. I thought that having onions in here would deter cabbage worms from finding the cabbage, like it would mask the scent, but that hasn't worked. So I think the best thing really is netting. I'm probably gonna lose these ones. Maybe I should just even harvest what I can and then leave the rest, just abandon them and see what happens. And I think I want to start again, and then this time around I'll put netting and see how that goes. Spinach. This is all I have now. I've also had a similar issue with leaf miners. So they plant their eggs, lay their eggs rather. They lay their eggs, and I have to check like every day. I've been checking this one every day, and that's how it has managed to grow to this size. So I put in some more spinach, so that's one, because leaf miners totally devoured the ones that were here. I added some rocket as well. I had some rocket growing here, but something ate them too. I'm not sure what those ones were. But then I find that I have ladybirds in this bed. At some point I noticed aphids on my lettuce, because lettuce typically eats it. It's a green that you eat with not so much washing. I couldn't apply neem oil to it, so what I just did for those ones is I just hose them down with water from my watering hose. Yeah, we'll see how the spinach and rocket goes. If they don't go well, I'll plant them in pots and cover with netting. I don't know if that will help. Different soil. Funny enough, this is like a new soil from last year, but it just seems to find them. My days. Slugs have found this guy. Started eating. Anyway, this is a clematis I was growing on the other side there that I impatiently removed. Like, I ordered replacements, and since I ordered replacements, I removed them. Please tell me why. I'll show you how the replacements are doing. So this is how this one is doing. If I had left them in the ground, they would have come back up and been at this stage. So there are two of them here. So one there, one there. Now, see how the replacements are doing. They're literally at the same stage, like super small. So I should have just left them in the ground, and then they would have come back up, and I wouldn't have bought 2 new plants and spent money on that. Don't tell my husband. And then the codling red star is doing good. It has put up new leaves from the middle, and I guess that's how it grows. And then the older ones are the ones on the outside, but it has definitely grown from when I bought it, and I really like it. No trouble, no fuss. I saw some aphids on it, but I just sprayed them down with water, and I haven't seen them since, so that's good. There are also ladybirds, as I said, in the garden, so I think they're keeping the aphids in check. And for this one, I can actually use neem oil since I'm not going to eat it, so that's fine. Tomatoes so this is one tomato plant. So this is Roma. I'm growing this in a pot, and compared to the ones in the raised bed, you can see that's super short. It's not growing as much. And the same thing last year, the one I had in the pot performed less than the ones in the bed, but you can see producing fruits. So I've got some Roma tomatoes coming up. Last year I had blossom end rot, which is when the bottoms of the tomatoes get dark, and that's because I wasn't watering consistently. So I'm hoping to stay on that this year to make sure that doesn't happen. Well, this is Roma, this is Moneymaker, and I've got some fruit in here as well. I think that's the largest one so far right there. Altogether I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tomato plants. So when I was growing them, I couldn't tell the difference between Moneymaker and Roma, but I don't know if you can spot any differences. My theory is that Roma is lighter, like the leaves are lighter shade of green, and Moneymaker is deeper green. And yeah, I think it kind of holds through, because that's Moneymaker, it's deeper. That's yeah, I was gonna say that's Roma, but it's actually Moneymaker, so it looks a bit lighter. I'm not sure. Okay, scratch that didn't work. The marigolds, I'm loving them, especially these ones here. The ones at the back, slugs ate them all, and yeah, I've kind of given up on that. Whatever happens, I tried to sow some from seed, but they just haven't come up. Well, maybe these are some of them coming up, I'm not sure. Funny story, so at the end of winter last year, I added some food scraps into this bed, and once it was spring, something started growing up that I wasn't sure what they were, so I just took them out, because yeah, that was not my plan for this bed. But I've had a few things growing over summer and winter, and there was something actually growing here. I took that out, and from my search I found out that it's a cantaloupe, and I've put that here. So now I have a cantaloupe growing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure what the plan will be, whether I would harvest anything, but that's there anyways. The peppers here are doing much better, and these are the ones that I gave up on. I was going to toss them, but I just left them in like the small pots when I transplanted them because I was lazy to like put them out. And to my surprise, they were doing good, so I ended up putting them in larger pots, and it looks like that's how I'll get peppers this year. Not from those guys in the bed. That one too is looking good. There are different kinds, but I'm not sure which is which because yeah, I didn't label. Strawberries are done for the year. They're already putting out runners, and I've clipped off the runners from the ones there, but this is what runners look like. And if this were to come into contact with soil anywhere, then it will grow new roots and you'd have a new strawberry plant. So all the plants inside here were from runners, and I harvested strawberries from them this year. So that's a very easy way for you to get strawberry plants. If you have friends that grow strawberries, ask them for their runners so that you can grow your own plants. I'm trying to get evergreen, so my strawberries produce, they're summer producing, so they put out all their fruits in summer, June, July, and then they're done for the year. But then there are other types of strawberries. There's another type called evergreen, and they give you strawberries throughout the season until it gets very cold and they can't put out fruits. So I'm trying to get runners from people that have evergreens. I'm going to post online and then put some of these guys in pots so that we can sort of trade. I'll give them my June bearing runners, that'll be strawberry plants for them, and then I'll get the evergreen ones from them. Those are my blueberries. They're doing good, but I'm not going to get anything from them this year because I started them late. Yeah, the hydrangeas are doing good. Color lilies, they've put out their flowers and then they started folding up, so I cut them up so that I can get more flowers. So you see the points where I cut, for example, right there. This one, I'd say maybe by tomorrow it would close up. So usually when the flowers are done, they close up, and then yeah, the best thing you want to do is to cut them so that you can get more flowers. Hydrangeas, I would say, are doing well, but I'm not sure what's going on. Like here, I noticed that on small lilies. I just tried to remove them by hand, like so. Toss them. Yeah, still got some more color lilies here. They're doing good. So this is the other basil I said, and to be fair, it was doing better, but now I see some of those things. I see some of those things here as well. I'm not sure what's going on. I believe this is parsley, and this is coriander. They look alike. They're so confusing. And I think I see that thing coming here. Gardening is so hard sometimes. You win some, you lose some. Anyways, yeah, so that's the update for now. I have a mess here of banana peels that I'm soaking in water, and the plan is to get a high potassium feed. I plan to put them in here for 2 weeks so that I would use the water to water my tomatoes, peppers, essentially all the things that flower, so I can get more fruits. And yeah, I'm just saying thank you, just here to say thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like it so that I know, so that YouTube knows, and so that the video can reach a wider audience, get to more people. If you'd like to see the rest of my journey, how I deal with slugs, aphids, pests, diseases, leaf miners, essentially all the things that stress gardeners out, how I overcome them if I do, because yeah, Mother Nature can be frustrating, in as much as you're trying to grow fruits, the other things trying to eat them. If you'd like to see how the journey goes, watch me harvest and just see how things go generally, then make sure to subscribe. I post gardening videos, other videos as well, so you can check out the channel, scroll through. I'm sure there are a few videos, definitely more than one, that you'd enjoy. And yeah, I hope that you subscribe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, and bye. Yeah, I blow kisses. I'm that kind of person. Bye, guys.